again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with another tutorial just for you. Hello, hello. Hope all of you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I have got a lovely textured stitch just for you. This is called the Little Waves Stitch. It is very, very simple. It works up fast, and it is just a 1-row repeat. Absolutely fabulous. And it looks exactly the same on both sides. So no matter what you're making, whether it is a scarf, a wrap, a blanket, what have you, it's fabulous no matter how you look at it. Now, because this is a textured stitch, it is going to be a little bit of a yarn hog. Not as bad as some, like the basket weave stitch, where you're using a lot of front and back post double crochets. So it's just these sort of stripes in the middle that utilize those post stitches. So it does eat up some yarn, but not as bad as others. It's not like the Bavarian, which is like, whoa, yarn eater, right? So for this particular swatch, I used Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the colorway of True Blue. And I used, this is a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. This is a size K, if I'm not mistaken. And for today's example, though, so that it'll be easier to see, I'm going to be using, this is the Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway of, I believe this is Quartz. And I'm going to be using a 6 millimeter size crochet hook for this yarn because it is slightly thinner. They're both 4-weight, but this one is a little bit thinner. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? As per usual, first things first, our base chain. Now, for this particular stitch, you're going to need a multiple of 8 chains plus an additional 5 chains. So you can make this as wide or as narrow as you want to. What I always suggest is make up a swatch first and get used to how the stitch works, and that way you can then determine how many multiples of 8 plus your additional 5 you would need for the desired width of your project. Personally, I think that this would make an incredible stitch for a blanket, and it is definitely best to do a swatch first. So, that being said, make up your multiple of 8 chains, add your additional 5, and let's get started. Okay, row 1 is going to be our foundation row, and then every row thereafter, it is going to be the 1-row repeat. So let's hop in with our foundation row. Now here, I have a total of 29 chains. I did 3 multiples of 8 for 24. Then I added my additional 5. So I have a total of 29 here. So to begin with, go into your 4th chain from your hook with a double crochet. And those skipped chains are going to count as a double crochet. So right now, this is our 2nd double crochet right there. So we got 2 doubles, and then we're going to do another double into the next chain. There we are. Then skipping 2 chains into that 3rd chain, we're going to work sort of a double V stitch. So into that 3rd chain, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. Now right now, I am working my stitches into the top of the V. You could go into the back bump or really whatever works best for you. So I got 1 and 2 in that same chain, then chain 1 and 2 more doubles into that same chain. There. Okay, then skipping 2 chains, in the next 3 chains, double crochet in each. So skipping 2 in the 3rd chain, double, double in the next 2 for a total of 3 doubles. And we're going to do this all the way across until we reach the end. Okay, so I've got my 3 doubles. Skip 2 chains into that third chain, another sort of double V. So it's 2 doubles. Chain 1, 2 more doubles into that same chain. There we go. Skip 2 chains, double into the next 3. Keep in mind that as I'm doing these, whether it is our double V or our 3 doubles, I'm not doing any chains in between. I'm just going straight to the next part. Okay, so from here, skip 2 chains into the third. We're going to do another double V. So 2 doubles. Chain 1, 2 more doubles into that same stitch. There we are. And we are at the end of the road. So skipping 2 chains into the last 3 chains, double crochet. That's 1. That's 2. And 3. And so that is our foundation row. Nice and pretty. So for every multiple of 8 that you do, you end up with one of these little double V clusters. Now, personally, this is my personal preference, is no matter what the width you're going for, I would suggest an odd number of multiples of 8, because I think it looks better, and you always end up with one directly in the center. That's just my personal preference. Take it for what you will. At any rate, let's go on to row 2. Okay, row 2 is the repeat row, and you guys know that I'm going to do several of these because I like to be thorough. I like to get you guys comfortable with what we're doing. Now, for the first chaining up, you could do a chaining up of 3, but like I do so often, I think that a chaining up of 2 looks just a little bit neater for the edge. So from here, after chaining up 2, turn your work, and we're going to do front post double crochets around these 2 doubles here. We're going to leave this first one alone. So yarn over, and then not going into the stitch, but around the post from the front to the back to the front again. So just around the post after yarning over. Grab the yarn, pull it through, pull through 2, pull through 2. There we are. So that is our front post. And because we're only going to be doing front posts, it will alternate the look as we go on to the next row, etc., etc. Next stitch, another front post double, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, now we're into the double V, where we're going to do another double V cluster. So into that chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. Two doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. There we go. Then front post double around the next 3 doubles, yarning over, going around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. There we are. Another front post, yarning over, going around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, going around the post, pulling up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over and into that chain 1 space in the double V cluster. Got my yarn over, going into the chain 1 space with 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. Okay. Front post double around these next 3, yarn over, go around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, round the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Into that chain 1 space in the double V, another double V. Yarn over, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. And last but certainly not least, we're going to do 2 front post doubles and then double crochet into the top of this last double. So yarn over, round the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then double crochet into the last double. And I strongly suggest actually going into the stitch at the end, not into the chain space, in between here, but actually going into the chain stitch. Again, it makes it look a lot neater, and it's worth the extra effort. And there you go. See how neat that looks? All right, so that was row 2. Now, it doesn't look like much yet, but with every subsequent row, we're going to end up with ridges like this every other row on both sides, and it creates that gorgeous cascading look. So let's keep at it, shall we? Okay, so I figure we'll do another row or 2 just because. So at the beginning of the row, start off by chaining up 2 and turn your work. Now these double crochets that we have here, we're going to be going around them again, doing the same thing, front post doubles. So yarn over, going around the post, like so, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Double V into the double V, so yarn over, going into that chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. There we are. And then front post double around the next 3. And the reason why I really, really like this stitch, and the reason why I say it works up fast, is because we're not working into stitches per se. We're working into sort of stitch spaces and around stitches, which makes it a lot easier in the grand scheme of things, as opposed to, say, an entire project made out of single crochet stitches where, yep, it doesn't work up very fast and you have to go into those stitches. But this, it sort of flows and flies by. So we did our 3 front posts right there. Then a double V into the chain space of the previous double V. And that's 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. There we go. 3 front posts around the doubles, so yarn over, going around the post, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, double V into the chain 1 space of the double V, yarn over, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, okay, and again at the end, going to do front posts around the next 2 and do a double into the top of that chaining up of 2 that we did. So yarn over around the post, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over and into the second chain from the bottom. Got the 1 and then we got the 2. So right into that second chain from the bottom, right there, and double. There we go. See, creates a really nice, clean, straight edge. Now, for some reason, I don't understand it myself. So many patterns say to chain up 3. Ever since I discovered that just that slight difference of a chaining of 2 makes the edge looks that much neater, it's what I go with about 90% of the time. That being said, let's do one more row together, and, well, there you go. All right, you're still stuck with me. We're going to chain up 2 and turn the work, and then skipping this first double, going around the next 2. So yarning over, going around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Double V into the chain 1 space of the double V. That's 1, 2, chain 1, 2 more. There we go. Front post around the next 3, yarn over, going around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, round the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, round the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and again in the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 more doubles, okay, then around the next 3 front post doubles, yarn over, going around the post, pulling up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Little bit more yarn. Okay, then yarn over, double V into the chain 1 space with 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. Okay, now that we've reached the end, front post around the next 2, and then double into the top of the last. So yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, and then double into the second chain from the bottom. There you go. And double crochet into that stitch. Ta-da! And there you go. So you just keep going, going, going. And on this side, you can see that we have a bunch of ridges going. And, you just keep going as long as you want to until your project is the desired size. And there you go, the little wave stitch. Alrighty, my dears, so that's going to conclude today's tutorial on the little wave stitch. Really hope that you liked it, and if you did, please give a little thumbs up button down below. You know that I appreciate your appreciation as always. Now, before we go, a quick word about yarn. Yes, because this is a bit of a textured stitch, you are going to need more than if it was, say, a lacy stitch. So, what my general recommendation is if your yarn that you're using has a dye lot, I would say buy more than you think you could possibly need, and then, return what you don't end up, needing to use. If you are using a yarn with no dye lot, well, then you don't have to worry about that quite so much. As far as color choices, I would suggest either a solid or an ombre, or perhaps a yarn with a large color change, sort of like a Lion Brand mandala cake where you have a big swatch of color and then another swatch of color. I would not necessarily recommend something with a very quick and choppy variegated colorway of yarn, because you have all this gorgeous texture and you don't want to lose that. I always say that there's a delicate balance between what is going to do the talking, either the stitch and the pattern or the colorway of the yarn. And it's really nice when you have harmony between the two. If you have a really plain stitch, go with a really complicated yarn. If you have a complicated looking stitch, go with a more simplistic colorway of yarn. That way, there's a nice conversation going between the two. Again, personal recommendation, and take it for what you will. But that being said, I really hope that you liked today's video, and please in the comments section tell me what you are going to do with this stitch. What sort of project, what sort of yarn? Always curious to hear about your creative journey and your process. Yes. And last but certainly not least, you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great, great day.